Hello, I'm Elaine Kuzmeskus, a professional astrologer, and welcome to my channel, Soul Cycles. Today we're going to talk about the March moon cycles, and I want everyone to be ready for March 10th, 2024. It's daylight savings time. I know you're going to miss that hour of sleep, but just think of all the extra hours of sunshine you're going to get. Today we're going to talk about the new moon in March. And the new moon in March is going to be in Pisces. And it'll be March 10th, 2024 at 5:02 a.m. Eastern Time. So the moon in Pisces is a time to begin a new project, because whenever the new moon starts, we have new energy, vitality, and we're ready to begin new things. We also know it's good to think about faith, inspiration, and creativity as we have a new moon in Pisces. Interesting, the new moon in Pisces is between Saturn, the planet of reality, and Neptune, the planet of magic. So we've got two very interesting things going on. Saturn telling the moon in Pisces to be realistic, have some boundaries, set some goals, and Neptune saying be boundless, feel free, have some inspiration. So both are important. But the focus really should be, it's a good time to commit energy, have a leap of faith, go forward. And remember this, with faith, all things are possible. We know also that there are going to be 4 planets in Pisces, which will be a wonderful time for relaxation and recreation, as long as you're not too hasty in making changes, because Mars will be in Aquarius and will be squaring Uranus in the sign of Taurus, which gives you lots of energy. It's good to get out, practice your basketball, soccer, take a walk, go for a swim. But it also is a time when you have to watch out for overdoing and muscle strain. Now that said, it's important to remember that every new moon gives a new attitude and a chance to begin a new phase of your life. So take a moment, decide a project, a habit, a discipline that you'd like to put in force March 10th for the next 2 weeks and see how it goes. Okay. Now the second event that's notable in terms of the moon in March is the full moon. And this is going to be a very potent full moon because it's also an eclipse. The full moon and the eclipse occurs March 25th, 2024, approximately at 3:02 a.m. That's Eastern Time. Now, the full moons in general illuminate things. They bring truths. And the full moon, when it comes into the sign of Libra, has a lot to do with legal affairs, fair-mindedness, and fair play. The full moon is going to illuminate the need of others, that's Libra, as opposed to the needs of the individual. And we know the full moon is going to make people much more aware of relationships in your personal charts, both old and new. So make time for colleagues and friends, take a moment, and you'll find it's a time when people are going to be very opinionated, especially about politics. Everyone has a viewpoint. Try to listen and consider all viewpoints. Now, on the positive side, and I am very excited about this, good news is coming because the good news planet Jupiter is close to Uranus. And this is the planet of change. So change is in the air, whether it comes in the full moon and eclipse March 25th or we wait a bit to the eclipse of April 8th, there's definitely positive change coming. It's almost like people are saying we have to do something, and we have to do something quick. There'll be new government programs regarding housing and student loans. And I think it'll be in such a way that it will be fair to the majority of people. There's also going to be more compassion with Venus in the exaltation of Pisces at its best placement. Venus is close to Saturn, so it does bring limited expectations. The Mercury in Aries, which I love because Mercury in Aries is very forward-moving and is close to the lucky North Node. So people are thinking we have to go forward. We have to think of ways of solving problems, not just highlighting them in the news. So look for more attention being paid to forgiveness of student loans, affordable housing, and mental health issues. We know also that the eclipse is interesting because the lunar eclipse is the third of a series of eclipses occurring along the Aries-Libra axis from April 20th, 2023 to March 29th, 2025. That's a 2-year period where there will be a great deal of attention on Libra, justice, and fair play. Fortunately, this particular eclipse, March 25th, makes a trine to Pluto, and I still consider Pluto a planet. It's a planet of the masses, so it opens the government perception of what the masses need, and there's more attention paid to some of our major issues. It's a time when there'll be more improvements, and our leaders will try to strike a balance. However, if this doesn't occur, we could have a wave of protests when we have the April 8th eclipse. So let's send some positive thoughts, prayers, and good actions out there. I'll leave this thought with you. I hope you'll go to my website, www.theartofmediumship, because I'll be writing more about this subject, as well as discussing more about our person of the month. Hello, this is Elaine Kuzmeskus, part 2 of the March moon cycles. And we're going to talk about the sign of Aries. The sign of Aries are people born approximately March 21st to April 19th. And Aries is ruled by Mars. So if you have an Aries friend or spouse or worker, you will find they have a lot of energy. That I call it the go, go, go sign. They like to rally the troops. They like to get going. And the key word for Aries rising, moon in Aries, or sun in Aries is let's get going. Aries is the symbol of the ram. The ram goes forward by butting their heads and getting things done. The ram is capable of climbing very steep mountains. They will tolerate no obstacles. They can also, especially be a man in a hurry or a woman in a hurry also. And Aries shows leadership, dynamic energy, and they always like to be first. Aries love to start new projects. But unfortunately, unlike Taurus or Libra, they don't enjoy putting the finishing touches on them. They enjoy blazing trails, and they aren't afraid of going alone. President Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson, showed the intelligence of the sign. We also know that Harry Houdini showed the daring courage of the sign of Aries. You know, it's interesting. Houdini had an awful lot of good luck. There were times when his escapes did not go quite as planned, and he had to use his ingenious mind to figure a way out. We have the daring and very humanistic feminist, Gloria Steinem. She shows the independence of the sign. Let me introduce you to some famous Aries ladies. We have Lady Gaga, Reese Witherspoon, Gloria Steinem, the feminist. We also have Betty Davis. To me, Betty Davis is the ultimate Aries star. She showed class, determination, independence, and the strong New England spirit. I also find that Betty Ford, President Gerald Ford's wife, also showed great courage in talking about her breast cancer. And Billie Holiday was one of our tragic lady, but she also persevered even when she was going through her trials and tribulations. And Mariah Carey, the singer, is an Aries. We have many noted Aries gentlemen, including Thomas Jefferson is our Aries president. He had many firsts. Marlon Brando was an original. We also find Harry Houdini, who was very much on self-promotion. Eddie Murphy, Quentin Tarantino, and Tennessee Williams, as well as Elton John, are a screenwriter and a songwriter that were very, very successful and did it their way, certainly. Our Aries of the month is the lady who won the Oscar in 2022 as Best Actor. None other than Jessica Chastain, who received the Academy Award that year for her portrayal of Tammy Faye Baker in the HBO movie, The Eyes of Tammy Faye. The actress was born March 24th, 1977 at 10:44 p.m. in Sacramento, California. She was the child of two teenage parents. Later, her mother remarried a firefighter and gave her a stable background. But as a youngster, she told her grandmother all her dreams about being an actress, and her grandmother in Maryland encouraged her. She also had several releases before she was recognized by the public, and her first recognition came in the 2011 film The Help. Her horoscope indicates good opportunities along with struggles. And it's interesting to know many people, whether they're actresses, business people, people in science, have struggles before they finally get success. And so it is with Jessica Chastain. Her sun was into the dynamic sign of Aries, and her moon in the sign of Gemini gave her some acting ability. Sometimes it's interesting to know women can be more like their moon signs, because the moon rules women, than their sun signs. She's a natural actress with her Mercury in Aries making good aspects to Venus. She loves the stage, and both planets make a wonderful aspect to Neptune, which is inspiration. With her Scorpio ascendant, Jessica is very mum about her husband, Johnny, Italian, who she married on June 10th, 2017. The two have two children through surrogacy and remain devoted parents. Motherhood is not likely to slow Jessica down, though. She's very compulsive with her Mercury in an exact opposition to the planet Pluto. She really likes to go, 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 and has great determination. She also has strong opinions. That may be why she was so drawn to the role of a strong lady like Tammy Faye Baker. She has a good sense of humor. She's a feminist, and she tries very hard to be fair to people around and about her. Even though people tried to tell her that Tammy Faye Baker was not a person of merit, she researched her and found out that Tammy Faye had many wonderful qualities, including great acts of charity. So that's why I chose Jessica Chastain as our Aries of the month. She shows many of the wonderful aspects of Aries women, and also she shows great determination in her career.